Hey, once Bill Cosby said that I don't know the key to success, but the key to failure is trying to please everybody. So, what does it mean? It means that success is not being liked and accepted by everyone. There are some groups I would not want to be accepted by out of choice. I'd rather be criticized by fools than to appreciated by cheats and crooks. Superachievers don't waste time in unproductive thoughts, esoteric thoughts, or catastrophic thoughts. They think constructively, and they know that their level of thinking determines their success. So you need to keep your mind on what you want, not on what you don't want. Success is not an accident. This is the result of your attitude, and your attitude is a choice. That means success is a matter of choice, not a chance. Let me tell you a beautiful story. So, there was a priest who was driving along the road. On his way, he saw an exceptionally beautiful farm. He stopped his car at the edge of the field, got out from it, and stood quietly, appreciating the beautiful farm with beautiful crops. The farmer was riding on his tractor. He saw the priest. He drove over to where the priest was standing. The priest said, "God has blessed you with a beautiful farm. You should be grateful for it." The farmer replied, "Yes, God has blessed me with a beautiful farm, and I am very grateful for it. But you should have seen this when the God has had the whole farm to himself." Wow, what a beautiful reply. So what is the moral of the story? First moral of the story is that God only helps those who will help themselves. Second moral of the story is that fatalistic people only wait for the things to happen they'll never make happen. So most crackpots keep waiting for the jackpots, and that strategy rarely brings the success. In fact, that is not even a strategy, it is an invitation to disasters. Why does one person move forward with one success stories after another while others are still getting ready? Why does one man go through life crossing one hurdle after another and accomplishing his goals while others are struggle and gets nowhere? If we are able to understand the answer of above two questions, we could revolutionize our lives. Someone said that if you really want to succeed, form the habit of doing things that failures don't like to do. A lot of research has been done on the subject of success and failure. The secret of success can be learned from the life histories of the successful people. Successful people have certain qualities in common, no matter which period of history they lived in, and no matter what their fields of endeavor. Success leaves clues. Similarly, there are common characteristics in people who aren't successful. If we avoid those characteristics, then we shall not be failure. Success is no mystery. It is simply the result of consistently applying some principles leading to success. And the reverse is just as true. Failure is simply a result of making few mistakes repeatedly. This might sound too simplistic, right? But the fact is that the most truths are very simple. I'm not saying they are easy, but they are simple. So, how do we define success? What makes a person successful? What are the manifestations of success? How do we know we have arrived? So, to some people, success means wealth. To others, it may be recognition, a good health, a good family, happiness, satisfaction, peace of mind, etc., etc. So what this really tells us is that success is subjective. Success means different things to different people. Long back, Earl Nightingale has stated that success is a progressive realization of a worthy goal. So in this statement, there are 4 major words which describe the success more precisely and accurately. So what are those words? Those are progressive, realization, worthy, and goals. So let me tell you the meaning of each word in the form of success. So the first is progressive. Progressive in the success means journey. It is not a destination, it is an ongoing process where we never arrive. After we reach one goal, we go on to the next and so on. Second is realization. It means it is an experience. Outside force cannot make me feel successful. I have to feel it within myself. It is internal, not external. No wonder we hear some celebrities or billionaires taking drugs and committing suicide, because they feel emptiness internally. The third word for the success is worthiness. So the worthiness determines the quality of journey. Can people have unworthy goals in their life? The answer is yes. Then what makes goal worthy? That is our value system. When we talk about value system, whose value system are we talking about? We talk of universal values and eternal values. So, universal values means that they cut across the countries, cultures, and religions. Whereas eternal values means they were here before we came and will be here after we are gone. Some people may ask, don't you see the cultural differences? then the answer would be there are more similarities in people than the differences, and that is really a surface issues. Let me clarify this with some examples. The sign of thumbs up in the Western world is the sign of encouragement and victory, whereas in some part of the Middle East, it means that you insulted me, you showed me your thumb. That's cultural. In India, we worship the rat, the cow, the snakes, etc. That's cultural. In Singapore and China, the number 4 is considered unlucky. That's cultural. Emotional appeals are totally identical. Here, integrity and cheating gives the same meaning whether it is in New Delhi, New York, or New Zealand. That means worthiness is what gives meaning and fulfillment. Success without fulfillment is empty. That's like a good looks without goodness. And the fourth important word which defines success is goals. Goals are very important because that gives us a sense of directions. Our destination determines the direction we take. So, success gets hand in hand. Success is getting what you want and happiness is wanting what you get. That means success is the manifestation of good luck that results from the aspiration, inspiration, and perspiration, generally in that sequence. Thank you. All the best.